Hi guys, as you know, we decided to follow the snow and ended up at Fyllefjällets National Park, located in northwestern part of Dalarna in Sweden. We decided to stay at the parking lot and take the hike to Njupihwar waterfall. Njupihwar is the highest free-falling waterfall in Sweden. It falls freely for about 70 meters and around 93 meters in total, down to the bottom of the ravine. We really wanted to see how it looked like, all covered in ice.
The trail to the waterfall is popular both during summer and winter, and probably during autumn and spring as well. When you arrive at Fyllefjället National Park, there is a very spacious parking lot. The parking lot was full almost every day. We came to the park on Christmas Eve, and even then there were 2 other crazy campers like us staying over for the night. The road to Fyllefjället National Park is cleaned from snow every single day. It was one of the reasons why we decided not to look further, park here and take the hike to the waterfall in the morning.
There are heated facilities with toilets that are open even during winter, next to the parking lot on the territory of the park. The restaurant and Naturum, a place where you can find various exhibitions and other practical information, are open only during summer. Flying drones is forbidden at Fyllefjället, since there is a general prohibition for flying below 600 meters in any national park in Sweden. We were really hoping to film the waterfall with a drone, but we respected the rules of course, and only filmed the park from a distance of the main road and the parking lot. There is a possibility to apply for an exemption, but mainly for research purposes.
Njupeskärsleden, the trail from the parking lot to the waterfall, is about 2 kilometers and is well marked. As you pass the facilities and Naturum, you will end up on the crossroads where both right and left trails leads to Njupeskärsvattenfall, which means that you can take a round trip and take one trail to the waterfall and another one back to the parking lot. We decided to take the right trail since the snow was more trampled there.
The trails are really well taken care of, and there are wooden footbridges over the most humid parts of the streams in the forest and on the mountain. It is an easy walk to Njupihwar during summer, but the footbridges of course are completely covered with snow during winter. It can be very slippery on the trail, so wearing good hiking shoes with spikes is advised. Here you can go skiing or snowshoe hiking. We were wearing our regular hiking shoes without spikes, and even though it was a bit slippery, the hike was pretty easy. But we can imagine that it gets way more slippery during autumn and spring.
The forest is magical. It's been a long time since we've seen so much snow. It was snowing constantly. And as you followed the trail, more and more snow fell on the trees and on the ground, covering the footprints of people who took the hike before us. The trail is only partly accessible with a stroller or a wheelchair and can be a bit steep in some places. You can contact the Naturum Visitor Center or read about accessibility of the trail on the park's homepage. We will leave the link of the webpage in the description below.
Along the right trail you will find a wind protection hut and 2 cozy cabins. There are tools and firewood you can borrow to make a fire, so you can warm up during the hike or just take a break with a cup of hot coffee. In Njupihwarstugan, stuga means cabin in Swedish, you will find a wood-burning stove and a guest book. Next to the cabin, there is a large barbecue area with a beautiful view of the waterfall. This trail is great for family activities. Here you can barbecue or have a picnic.
The steep stairs of about 70 steps lead you down to the bridge that goes over the water and continues to the lookout point. It can be a bit difficult to go down these steps during wintertime because of the snow. Be careful and hold on to the railing. During winter, the waterfall rests behind a veil of ice. It is allowed to ice climb on Djupesjörs frozen waterfalls from December to March. However, the waterfall was not completely frozen in the end of December, the time we were visiting the park.
We couldn't resist not taking a few closer shots of these beautiful ice formations. But it is not recommended to go down into the Djupesjör Canyon during winter, or at least while there is still snow. Here, winter can last from October to May. There is a great risk of avalanches and falling ice and rocks on the last part of the footbridge. Those who decide to get close to the waterfall do so at their own risk. Some years, snow even remained partly on the trail even until the beginning of June.
And of course, on our way back, we couldn't resist not taking a break on soft benches covered with fluffy snow.
Is it soft?
It's very soft, and I have armrests. So if you're not walking on the path, it's pretty deep snow here because people have been building this up for days now. So let's see how deep it is.
Whee!
Yeah, well, it's almost up to my waist. And now I'm stuck. Oh. One more for good luck.
Whee!
If you follow the path of the footbridge, you can easily walk in regular shoes, but as soon as you step off the bridge, the snow gets pretty deep.
I'm stuck. My ass is too heavy. It's not as easy as it seems.
It was worth it.
Still worth it?
Definitely worth it.
So Björn, how did you like this hike? Did you like it?
Yes. Even though I lost a finger on my monster. If you ever visit Dalarna in Sweden, this place is a great destination during any season. We loved the green old forest when we visited the park last time in the middle of summer, and we absolutely loved it this time when the forest was covered with heavy white snow, bending the branches all the way down and making the trees look smaller and absolutely different from what they looked like during other seasons. This park was well worth the time. We've never been in a winter wonderland like that before. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram. Until next time!